Welcome, everybody, to Cult Collectors. I am Charlie with my co-host, John from Bewitch Collector, and we are joined by Natanya Ross, who has been in projects like Boy Meets World, Secret World of Alex Mack. I always mess that part up anyway. But she's also been in movies. She's been in Munchies 3, and she's also been in Little Monsters. So let's welcome her, Natanya Ross.
Hi, guys. Hello. How are you?
Doing well.
Good.
So do appreciate you being here, first of all.
Yes,
And
of course.
also wanted to thank you for this as well.
Yes.
I know you had said you saw that I had this and said you don't have that, basically. So
that's right. Nice.
Yeah, tonight we will be giving away a copy of Boy Meets World.
Yes.
Cool.
Full collection. Now, how much of the Boy Meets World were you in? Were you just in an episode, or
I was just on one episode, so it's just happened to hold up, I guess, the specific episode. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's my friendship with them. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just in one episode, so it's not my show really to talk about, but it's a damn good show. So whoever wins that will be lucky.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's been my favorite show since I was a kid anyway.
Yeah,
and then,
everyone's favorite.
And then my sister was the one who actually introduced me to the Secret World of Alex Mack. She was the one who actually was into it first before I knew.
Nice. That's how we keep it going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, I know you've only been in one episode and you played Ingrid. What was your experience like working on set with them, like first time meeting everybody, or did you already know everybody?
No, I think we've talked about this. I think I have. I didn't know anyone. I just I really don't I know it's a bummer. I just don't really remember a lot of that week. I was there 1 week, and I was, I had my own series, so yeah, I guess I was more friends back then with Ben on that set. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even really call it,
Well, and you kind of, I don't know how much memory you have of this, of working on Little Monsters, because that was his older brother.
Yeah, but I was 6 years old, so I actually have no memory at all. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Boy Meets World, that's less of an excuse. I was probably already 14, but yeah, I was only I might have actually only been 4 or 5 in Little Monsters. I'm not sure.
I also want to let the guests know that she does have her own podcast that's called We're Still Here, Babe. And so she does get to talk with old co-stars, people she grew up with in the business. So be sure to check her out,
Yeah. We got a good Boy Meets World episode up. We have Danielle coming up soon. We'll have lots of people from the show at one point or another on our podcast. Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
I actually made a video doing an invite, if they were to see it, to Will, Ryder, and Danielle, because I tagged their accounts, but more just up in the air, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they're really limited on what they're able to do, and they're so busy, and I think it's a whole other deal now, with how hard they're working and stuff. So I'm sure they're just so busy.
Of course. So, John, did you have any questions you want to ask?
No. go ahead
Not
with
yet?
another one. I'm sorry, I'm just getting everything going here. I'm usually kind of the producer of the show, so
That's okay.
and I kind of chime in. I apologize, but we usually have more people here to keep the conversation. I apologize, everybody. But
That's
unfortunately, everybody in the audience this evening, we are down a few members but we have people out. Mike has a surgery this week, and I don't know where everybody else is. So,
And you
Well,
are
Jody
doing
had a
multiple jobs.
yes, he is. Jody had a last minute thing that he completely forgot about. That was like months ago, like getting event tickets kind of deal. So that's what that was. And then Lauren said she had to take her dog to the vet. So yeah. But anyway,
Cool.
that's where everybody else is at. And talking about Secret World of Alex Mack, I get the feeling that you became more best friends with Darius.
Darius. Darius. No, I mean pretty equal, you know. Our episode of his episode of my podcast came out today. We talk about it in length for a couple hours. That we're all really close still. Darius and I just me, Darius, we're all really, really close. So they were all at my wedding. I'm since divorced, but so yeah, if anyone wants to kind of hear the trajectory of all of our friendships, it's on the current episode that just dropped this morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's funny when I was thinking about, Larissa from the show and stuff too, after revisiting it and stuff, it made me think of one of the movies she was in that I think you could have probably been perfect for, with any role, honestly. And it was the 10 Things I Hate About You. I think you would have been perfect for them.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Wasn't my movie to get. That's okay. They casted it impeccably, truly. So
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like no ill will kind of deal at all. Like they did a good job. I love the film in itself. He, God rest his soul.
yes.
I just felt like even if you were an added character, I think you would have done well in that.
I'll take an added character, sure. Because then it'd be like, well, we'd have to think about what if someone else played Robin? That would be so weird. It just make for such a different show, and I think I would have made a really different movie for them. So, it just all is as it is meant to be.
Of course.
our friend Gino here has a comment question here. He just says, looking through Miss Ross's IMDb, I see she was in an episode of Boston Public. One of my favorite actresses was on that. Cara DeLiza, I guess that's Liza or Lisa, probably Liza. Best remembered as Fiona on So Weird. Did you ever cross paths?
I have no idea. I did one episode. I don't know. Sorry, I can't answer questions about your favorite actress. Hello.
They were just wondering if you cross paths.
Yeah.
So, us being, moviegoers, TV show lovers, and things of that nature, like, what are some of your favorite movies and TV shows?
I mean, God, there's so many. It's like as much as you guys have, it'd be like impossible to know where to start. But I've studied television and film since I'm a child, so I've watched across genres and stuff, and honestly, really kind of love everything equally.
Okay, like you don't have like that one favorite out of everything you've seen.
It's an impossible question. It's an impossible question.
Not for me.
I can't do it. I can't do it. There's too many. I mean, I'm like equally as in love with David Lynch as I am Purple Rain. I mean, it's just I wouldn't. No, I can't. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like, if you did have favorites.
Yeah, I mean, David Lynch is my favorite director by far. And then, yeah, I mean, a huge Fleetwood Mac fan, huge Prince fan. As far as television, I don't watch too much TV that much anymore these days. Unfortunately, I just haven't had time. I I don't even know the last movie I watched, to be honest. So I'm not a big TV watcher anymore.
Okay.
But definitely, yeah, my favorite director is David Lynch.
Okay. Yeah,
What's
no,
your
I like
favorite
it.
movie by him. What's your
What's her
favorite
favorite movie by him?
Oh, what's my favorite?
Yeah.
Lost Highway.
Very nice.
I have. It's actually behind me.
Nice.
I have the 4K from the Criterion Collection.
Nice, nice. Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We like him and me and John. You know, being physical media collectors. There's certain like editions that we seek after more than others, rather than say a standard release or whatever. And I think that's what kind of excites us, as collectors, is just kind of going certain things that you just kind of that fit your personality the most. I guess you
Totally.
could say.
Yeah.
Do you collect anything?
I mean, crystals, I guess. Purses, purses. I don't know. I mean, I just keep all my stuff usually, so I don't know that it's like a collection as much, but I like I have a lot of books and stuff like that, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I had seen a video recently from Danielle, who played Topanga, about her husband, that apparently he has a big old collection himself.
Of books.
No, of movies.
Purses.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he yeah, I'm sure he does. They both have they're big collectors, both of them. They have very cool little collections.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because she was wondering, like, out of everything that you have, why doesn't he have Boy Meets World in the collection when he's married to Topanga?
Yeah, well, when you're married to Topanga, you don't have to have Boy Meets World in the collection. That's the advantage, you know?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you have any projects coming up?
I mean, I'm pretty nailed down right now with the podcast. We're in season 1. We're a 30, almost 30 episode first season out of the gate, so we've been absolutely slammed. And it's kind of just gets bigger and bigger and bigger every week. And there's something for everybody. So and it's yeah, I guess aside from that, I am doing a film in a few months called Longoria. And I'll be at 90s Con in October. I think the dates are the 14th through the 16th. I could be wrong, but it will be on their page, 90s Con, or that's for entertainment, I think, or 90s
Okay.
Con. I'm not sure, but yes, we will be there as a cast. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And
Yes.
you and Darius are going to be doing the rewatching of Secret World of Alex Mack, right?
I
You're
mean, when I have the time to put that together, yes. But that
Yeah,
will be
I'm
that
sure.
will be the second podcast I put out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that would be fun. I honestly I would like to hear what your guys' thoughts are. Kind of like hearing, other people
Yeah.
that kind of rewatch their stuff and
Totally.
just kind of.
Totally. Yeah. But I think I also think in today's world, Pod Meets World did it beautifully. It is technically a rewatch podcast, but I think so much more important than a rewatch podcast is an honest retelling of what was actually going on with people at that time. So that way, one, we can set a better precedent for the youth of today, and also so we can help people feel a little less alone. So just and listen, I get it. I know the fans love Alex Mack. We love Alex Mack. It would be just as important of a podcast in a very, very different way. But you guys will get the opportunity to hear my real relationship with the cast, which I think is, to me, in today's world with the mental health crises we're looking at and all sorts of stuff, I think that those are a little bit more of important stories to tell right now, than to go back into a time in the world that was like pretty perfect in 1991 to 90 or whatever. And we're looking at a show that doesn't even acknowledge that half of our cast is black, and I think in the 90s we thought that made us really that just we got it, but it we didn't, so there's stories going on like that have happened in Darius's real life, I think, throughout his lifetime as a Black man in the entertainment industry, and then so many other guests that you'll hear come on, everybody from Will and Ryder, and you heard that episode's out, and the experiences they've had. Danielle's is coming up. We just have everybody, and I think those real lived experiences, that I think it's finally time that we start telling those stories, So it doesn't mean I love Alex Mack less than mental, not at all, by no means. I don't work in the mental health industry any longer. I only work for myself, I suppose, for my podcast. But there's rewatches are awesome. But I'm really, really excited that there's an opportunity right now to have real life conversations with people, and have people, instead of us just kind of commenting about the episode and what it was like and what our experiences were backstage, which is tea, and I get it. Everyone wants it, and we want it too. We want to remember and be nostalgic as well. But I think we realized at first that the literal conception of the podcast was so I could give my friends an opportunity to come on a different kind of platform. Where it's not really a podcast. It's just, there's no other like genre carved out quite yet of what I'm trying to do, I guess. But it's a buddy podcast, I suppose, if anything. It's a TV and film podcast, certainly, but it's it's a very, very honest retelling of true stories that, and as happy as we were all to perform for all of you guys in the 90s and be part of everyone's childhoods and stuff, it's also really important that people hear the actual things that were going on behind the scenes as well. So we're going to handle that first. And then when I'm done with that, Darius and I will figure out how to go back and bring some of the fans with us back to Paradise Valley.
Do you mind taking a little bit more of a serious all these questions?
I see it. Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna shut it down actually really quickly. We had a completely different experience. I'm not, unfortunately I have no comment on this. It's not my story, not my experience. I'm friends with a lot of people involved, and I want to honor their experience, and it had nothing to do with us. What I do want to say is, because I know there were a lot of really heartbroken fans around the world, including myself, of the network. I got so many messages saying they could never watch our show again the same, and so on and so forth. So I just want to make a very, very, very clear distinction that I understood they referred to Dan Schneider as the hit maker of Nickelodeon, and certainly so. I mean, I don't like who he is as a human being, but he gave us some of the most iconic television of all time, for my generation, being All That. There's another hit maker of Nickelodeon. His name is Tommy Lynch, and he has been creating television shows long before The Secret World of Alex Mack, but that is his baby, him and Ken Littman. And they kept a very safe set. Tommy himself personally was in our makeup trailer every morning at 6 a.m. He wanted to make sure the teenagers didn't smell like alcohol at a certain point when we were getting older. He wanted to make sure we were okay. He would weekly, make sure that he made sure to pull all the kids aside and ask what was going on at home. And, it was our choices if we wanted to share or not. But he was our dad. He was our dad on set, and Ken Littman just is protective, and we just never had one bad person that I knew of, at least, come across that set, or any of Lynch Entertainment Productions. Truly. So I think that's a really important story to tell, and I'm gonna
bring that question up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's not a trigger. I just want to make sure. I was trying
to keep it upbeat and everything, but it came across. I didn't.
Yeah, then that's why I wanted to.
Wrote it mad by not showing.
Absolutely, and I also don't want to make the person mad, and that's why I want to explain that it's just not my experience. And you guys have to remember too. All That, yes, but All That was a live comedy sketch show, and we were live action drama, right? Yeah. So just right there alone, two totally different like production teams. So yeah, I had a beautiful experience on Nickelodeon. A lot of us were really sad that the fans felt really sad that and we also felt really sad, but. I am so glad that Drake and everybody involved in that documentary got to tell their story, as they absolutely deserve to tell every word of it, every second of it, and heal in however they want to. I mean, I'm a mental health advocate, so that to me, like, his mental health and well-being comes first, you know? So I just don't like to get into these kind of comments too much.
No, it's fine. It's sometimes it's hard to be, you know, out there about, you know, your feelings and what you're going through, and it's brave to even be able to say anything at all of your experience.
Yes.
And I commend those who do
It's
it. I really
okay.
do. I
Yeah.
just recently got hired as a behavior technician, you know, for an autistic center. So
That's
I'm
amazing.
excited for it, and
It's gonna be
I can't.
great.
So yeah,
That's
and
amazing.
so I mean, like, I know I don't know everybody's experience when it comes to like childhood entertainment and up, basically
Yes.
upbringing. And
Yes.
I do feel bad for those who have experienced horrific things.
Yeah, and a
And
lot of us have. A lot of us have. A lot of us have, but not all of us. I am one. I am one, and I have a public story. I chose it for it to be public, in hopes that maybe someone wouldn't have to maybe repeat some of my mistakes, right? But not there's there's a really big stigma around child actors that should be no longer in 2026, because they're really like way more talented than any of us anymore. But however, not every child performer from the 90s like ended up in the gutter or something horrible happening, or their parents stole all their money. I'm a weird advocate for that, because I'm the literal opposite. Like, all my money was gone and I ended up on the streets. But there's definitely a societal fascination with the fall from grace of a child star and the potential redemption arc, and I'm uninterested in like the fall from grace chapters anymore. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll do it. I'll create a podcast and let's do a redemption arc for me and all my friends, because this is getting stupid out here. This is getting weird. Like, people don't know who any of us are as people. Just this narrative has been written over and over and over about so many of us in so many different ways, and it's just like, for so many years, we would all be like, did you see that headline? Or did you see what this person thought about and we're just like, it's sad, because if people were a little less judgmental, oh, hold on. Can you guys still see me? Sorry.
yeah,
My dog. If people were, a little maybe less like judge a book by its cover, so to speak, and understand that like all of me and my friends have incredibly complex lives. For some of us, we've stepped away for a couple decades. Some never left. Some maybe just a couple years. Some never came back. Love Hey Dude. Yes, I saw that. David Lasher is one of my best friends. So yes, and also incredible show. David Lasher will be on the podcast from Hey Dude. Christine Taylor from Hey Dude. I'm missing someone. I'm in perimenopause. It'll come to me later, I'm sure. But like I said, we have favorite Doors songs, Light My Fire. I am hoping to provide like not just an opportunity for my friends to get to share what they want the world to know about them, like the one question that's just never been asked. We just don't get asked these kinds of questions in interviews. It's and I got very lucky, and I'm very blessed to have a really unique and inside perspective, and I think that because of that, my friends know me and they trust me, and they know I'm not here to clickbait them. I'm not here to catch a story. The clips I put out, I mean, I feel like we could have gotten like multi viral by now. I'm not going to ever do that. I'm always going to put out like kind of middle of the road clips, because again, the point, it was a love letter back to our fans, us as a 90s collective. I just was the conduit for some reason,
yeah, no, totally understand. I mean, whenever like we do these shows in general, like, yes,
You have
we
to.
always.
Please don't ever stop. Oh my God.
Well, no,
Unless
I mean, like,
everyone quits on you.
Well, see, we
What?
want to know you as a human being. We're not trying to just know you as
Right.
only as a celebrity. We want to know you like if we grew up with you one on one, like we knew you from high school or something.
Absolutely. 100%. And my best, honestly, my best suggestion. I've already gotten
Mm.
like railed for it online. I don't really give a fuck, to be perfectly honest. Someone was like, "Oh, you don't research your guests? Research my guests, my friends? No, that's weird. I'm not gonna Google my friends." So I like got a fact check wrong or something about Girl Meets World. It was what it was. Um, but I think if like to get uh, the most honest and like raw retelling, or even just kind of a nostalgic retelling, so to speak, is, and like you're saying, if you really want to know like the real lives and stuff, ask those questions. I promise you'll get way better answers. You really will, because I think we've officially finally entered a season where, like you said, people are now more interested in actually getting to know the people behind the characters, because I mean, for some of us, we're hitting almost 40 years on some of these projects, and I can tell you I've done a lot more interesting things in the last 40 years than just the Babysitters Club or Alex Mack, and so I think you guys are going to be incredible at getting that kind of stuff out of people, and also combining it with the nostalgia of being able to like get your favorite show at the like potentially as a prize at the end. That's a good mesh.
Oh yeah, like yeah, because John's he was kind enough because he had heard that you were coming, and he goes, "Hey, I still have a copy that's still sealed of Boy Meets World. Let's do that as the giveaway." And I said,
Oh,
"Are you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll just re-get it. It's all good." So
that's nice.
everybody in
Well, John, I'll send one back to you. How about that? I'll get your
Oh,
address and I'll send you one back, okay?
I already have one real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, and you
I
can DM
appreciate
me
that.
and you can mail it to me and I'll try and get it all. We'll get it all signed up, for you guys, and we'll
Well, if
send
you
it
want to
back.
sign one, send it. That's fine.
Yes,
Well, all right.
absolutely. Would love. Yeah. I know. I mean, I have like maybe 5, 10 more minutes. I know John is
Yeah.
very on it with his comments, so I want to make sure I don't mess him up.
oh
As
no,
a
I
good
wanted to
producer.
ask you a question.
Okay.
It's kind of generic question, and I
He's like, fuck
apologize
the
because
comments.
I'm gonna
I
be
want to know
perfectly
something.
honest with you. With like Boy Meets World and stuff, I do have a
Yeah.
copy of it, but the reason why it's still sealed, I'm 47. It was a little beyond, like even
I'm
93
almost
was a
45.
little. It
Same.
it
Same.
was a little beyond me, and I
Yeah.
didn't really watch it that much. I did,
Yeah.
but I'm not as passionate for that show as Charlie is. I would be more passionate towards like maybe Saved by the Bell and
Mhm.
maybe Full House. I'm not really
Okay.
passionate about those shows, but you know what I'm
I
getting at.
totally get. I mean,
They were
yeah,
the shows that I watched, and by the time
yeah.
that rolled around, I was probably more into like Seinfeld and some of the things
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, I was watching California Dreams also and Saved by the
Yeah,
Bell. That's what I
yeah.
was watching,
And
even
I've
the
younger.
and the show's good, and the show's fine. I like the show. It's just was a little past my time period a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't,
Yeah. You have to
but
catch it at the right age, for
yeah.
sure.
But the question is what's probably been your most challenging role?
oh
Probably the last one I just did in a movie called Wrath Mercy that my best friend Brian Wisenant directed, because it was the first time back in like 25 years. I was entering into what was about to be a really ugly, nasty divorce. And I just had a lot of pressure on me and I hadn't done anything in so long. It was a leading role, so that I think that actually is my most challenging role to date.
Nice.
okay. Well, because it's funny you say that because when I watch you on Alex Mack or Boy Meets World or whatever, your acting comes off very organically. It doesn't feel like you're really like trying to act, like you're actually being that person. Like
Right. Yeah.
it's
Well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I accept that as a compliment.
really
I believe I had some talent to me back in the day. I think I got a little bit left in me. But as far as Robin goes, I was able to create that character from the ground up. I mean, they just handed me the role and said, do what you want, so Although her storylines, her character arc was written to perfection. I mean, we could have taken her a little to not quite to, so emo goth. But I absolutely wanted to carve out that representation for that generation of kids that was, misunderstood, mistreated, bullied, called drug addicts or whatever just because they liked Metallica and wore black shirts and we're tapped into a little bit of the darker pockets of life and how hard life can be at a young age. So, Natanya and Robin are very fused.
Okay.
They're very fused, but I mean, but also not. Like, we also couldn't be more different if we tried. So, but I definitely relate to like who she is more and more as I get older, for sure.
It's funny you say that because I kind of always felt like that as a kid growing up. Like
Yeah.
I was don't get me wrong, I was a very nerdy kid. I grew up being very like Michael Jackson, my hero kind of deal. But then the moment
That's
I
nerdy.
started,
I didn't know that. That was my hero too. I don't think that's
but
nerdy.
well, no, but then I met someone who became like a best friend. Sadly, we're not friends anymore.
Oh,
But
I'm sorry.
he got
That's the
me.
worst.
He got me into rock. He got me into metal. He got me into to open my mind more to music in itself. And so that's how I became musician. And I say that with quotes because um, do I have some experience behind me? Yes.
Well,
But
just so you know, experience doesn't determine whether or not you're a musician, only your talent does. So don't worry about the experience.
yeah.
You
And
know?
being alone all the time as a kid, I kind of had to entertain myself, whether it be watching movies or TV.
Yeah.
And I taught myself how to do voices, impressions, things of that nature,
Very
just to
cool.
kind of
Wow.
not feel alone. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive for sure. And not easy.
Like one of my best voices that I can do that people say that I do the best is
Uh-huh.
Stewie, Family Guy.
From what? Oh,
Family
Family
Guy.
Guy, of course, yeah. Oh, well,
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you gotta,
I, I'm gonna
hello.
do it.
I mean, get the touchdown. Let's go.
Brian, knock, knock. Oh, come
Whoa.
on. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your friend Stewie, and he's always going to be there for you.
That's like spot on.
Thank you.
What's
Yeah,
what's the second best one you do?
well, my very first voices were Beavis and Butthead. So like, hey, buddy, yeah. And then,
I'm looking away so I can just picture.
shut up, Beavis, before I kick your ass.
That's actually really good. Do you have a voiceover agent?
No, I don't. And it's funny.
You
I've had
should.
many people tell me to do it, and I've just
Do
never
it.
known how to go about
You got to do it. I don't either, but if I'll try and figure it out and let you know. But no, I don't know where you live, but really, I mean, honestly, just
it. 2 hours from you, technically.
just simplify it for now. I'm not into AI, guys. Don't roast me. I don't want to deal with the trolls anymore. But use your chat GPT and just say like, any and all voiceover agents within 20 mile or whatever you're comfortable with, or in California, whatever. And
Yeah.
just go for it. I mean, just so everybody knows, I didn't wait for somebody to come back and give me permission to be an artist again or a creator. I gave it to myself. That's they say it's the downfall of this generation. It very well could be. It's also the very first time in history that we've ever lived in a world where artists can self-create for almost virtually nothing for free. So we are as a society picking and choosing people who we're making famous, and we're getting it right a lot of the times. We're fucking it up really bad a lot of the times too. But all of that, the good news for people like me and John, we're a little older, is that it there's no more. I don't need permission from any, like, who am I waiting on, right? So I said, okay, I'm almost 45. that's no spring chicken. I'm gonna do a fucking podcast. And like Dara says on our episode today, this is my ministry. It's just I wanted to leave my legacy and give a love letter back to fans who had supported me for 30 years and beyond. And I knew the one way I could do that would be to longer. Fuck. I mean, my whole life I started acting at 6 months old, but I don't think I had fans at 6 months. That would have been weird. No, but to give back to the world week by week and try and heal a few hearts, be it through, the face of Marla or Marty or myself or Darius or all of the incredible people we have slated to come on. And John, to your point, we have, half the California cast. Those episodes will be coming out soon, which is exciting for people like me and you, because those were our idols and stuff growing up. I mean, I know you said saved, but anyway, yeah. So yeah. So you guys get it. This was just kind of a different way to say, yeah, I'm not done with Hollywood. I don't know if Hollywood's done with me. We'll find out. But, either way, regardless, I got to put out, or I will get to put out week by week, a really fucking cool episode that will be for somebody. If it's not for you, it'll be for John. If it's not for John, it'll be for somebody else, And then, and that's for me, that makes me really proud. Lucy, stop.
Well, thank you for,
Yeah.
like kind of opening our eyes a little bit, of your perspective and everything, especially when it comes to mental health and the whole behind the scenes of what everyone else goes through that you don't get to see, basically. Like,
yeah,
because I know, like,
then.
when Entertainment Tonight would go behind the scenes or something, you're seeing the happy, the laughing, and everything else, but
it's not that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So. And and I just think it's important, to talk about that kind of stuff when we can. There's a horrible thing that happened last night on TikTok that a lot of people had to witness with their own eyes. I'm not even gonna it's like trending news. And that's the state of our world, is that we live in a society now where somebody can come online and stream and attempt to harm themselves in an incredibly serious way in front of millions of people watching, and as we know, there's kids on that app. Anyone can say, yeah, I'm over 18 and, give a fake ID or whatever. Can you imagine that's what kids use fake IDs for these days, is to get on TikTok? Except for like us, the real ones. I would use that shit to buy alcohol like a normal person. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But what happened last night, I've been in the thick of just working from the inside of the industry for so long, trying to help people, that it's not lost on me by any means that, I mean, today's Wednesday, right? Sorry, I'm all over the place. Yesterday was Tuesday night. Yeah. So it was like it was my first day retired from that industry in 18 and a half years. And it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal, And then the next night, this incredibly horrific incident took place. And I know we like to keep an upbeat, but I think this is just as important to talk about, so someone else can be upbeat one day and make a cool podcast so we can hold on to our people. But it was absolute proof that mental health is as big of a crisis right now as it's ever been, So I actually really applaud shows like this. It's why I still say yes. I know sometimes I have a bit of a heart out. I can't always say yes. I do as often as I can, because although I might have to bring some hard-hitting truths, someone has to shake that off somehow, and they're going to want to come watch you guys after and really just bring them back into the good feels. Not that my show is like, it's not doom and gloom. It's like amazing. Don't worry. But it's heavy. It gets heavy, So, but yeah, I saw someone say thank you for, about with the mental health stuff. And yes, of course. There it is. Thank you. I admire Miss Ross discussing the importance of mental health. I am autistic and suffer from crippling depression and anxiety. It is not an easy road, but I continue to travel it no matter the terrain. I understand. I am also diagnosed major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety disorder, PTSD, panic disorder. I get it. I understand. I have family members who are neurodivergent. I work in that world. Oh, I used to work in that world, but I do run a few mental health groups still. It's I took it back to basics, you know. I didn't want to deal with the politics of it anymore, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go do groups with clients. That's where I want to be anyway." You know, I'd
Oh
rather
yeah.
be with them anyway. So thank you for saying that, and I'm so sorry to hear that you go through that. And there are a lot more resources at our fingertips than we realize. So what I can do is I can share them with the guys afterwards, and then I'm sure they can get some of those resources back to you.
That'd
Yeah,
be cool.
Yeah, we
I
can
think
do that.
you guys will
Absolutely.
know how to do that. Okay. Is there any other questions that we missed that you would like me to
Just
answer? I'm
well,
happy
yeah,
to.
yeah. I mean, movie hunter put here.
Okay.
Do you have a bucket list?
Do
Just
I
say,
have a
do you have a bucket list? If so, can you say what it is? The top of the list: skydive, the Great Pyramids, travel to outer space.
It's actually not something that anyone probably would guess. It's not on this list. And it is to adopt a child, and I plan on doing that. You know, if I can line all this up right, I am hoping to be able to do that by 50. Because after that, your girl's got no more energy. I'm tired. I need a nap. So, but that is the very top of my bucket list. Yeah. There's like no requirements. It's like it's not like it has to be a big, no, just a child that needs a mother and a father and a home and a, you know, yeah. If that is what's in the cards for me, that's at the top of my bucket list. Now, right after that, if you guys want something like fun, I don't know, I guess like maybe buy a little house in Italy one day. But like
Oh, you and my
they're
mom.
cheap out there. They're like 100 grand. They're nothing. I mean, that's a lot of money, and I don't have it, but I certainly would never be able to buy in California or the United States. You know. So
Depending, but
no,
In
we'll see.
California
We'll
for
see.
sure, but
We'll
about
see. Or
anywhere.
if I would want to, but yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm.
We got that question. Did I
Mhm.
get them
I think
all?
that's about it. Gino just had
Yeah.
another comment.
Okay. Oh wait.
Um, he
Okay.
it's in the question. He said
Sorry,
on the
I know I
outset.
look weird. I'm squinting. These aren't my readers. It's
All
fun
good.
getting old. So I can kind of see it though. On the
I can
onset,
read it.
child
I want
stars
to
are looked upon with scrutiny as a cog in the entertainment machine, but are in reality a vulnerable human being who grew up without normalcy. That must be respected. Yes, absolutely. That's, I mean, perfectly said. I don't know
Mhm.
that I could have said it more perfecter.
Yeah, when you said that adopting a kid is on your list, because I'm not far in age from you and John. I'm 42.
Me and
I
who?
did have a
Oh, John. I was like, am I with a guy named John? I didn't know.
no, no, no,
But
no,
I get it. I get it. Yeah.
no. But I've never been married, but I do have a child. He's all grown up. He's 18 now and stuff, and
Wow. Nice.
he um he graduated high school, but he graduated a year early. But one of the
Mm,
things that I've always wanted was I wanted a second child. I did, and he wanted a sibling, and of course,
mm.
it just didn't happen. But I
Still
told myself
can. You can
if
adopt. You can have another baby. You never know. You're young. See, that's where there's a little bit of an unfair power balance in life. Is you guys have all the time in the world, but
I know.
unfortunately, women don't. You know, and when you marry a ding dong. You'll lose a decade of your life to someone who never deserved one day of it, and you'll wake up and it just that you don't have the opportunity to do that anymore, unfortunately, you know, and it's sad. But I'm adopted. I found out much later in life, and I always promised if and when I had the opportunity, I would pay back the greatest gift I've ever been given, which was finally a family at 35 years old. And that I would do it for somebody else. So, hopefully, fingers crossed. But first we got to get this podcast steady and everything steady and stuff. Nate and I want to do a podcast. There's just a lot going on all around. So, yeah.
A lot behind the scenes that we don't know, but yes.
Yeah. Yes, we're an acting family.
Of course. Well,
Yes.
I know that you said you couldn't stay very long.
Yeah,
So
I do have to hop off in a second, but it was so nice to meet you guys. I want. Okay, should I answer anything else?
That was it. That was
Okay,
it.
cool. Good, we got him.
We've been off for the last couple of weeks, so our audience
Oh,
has
nice.
come back in.
Not nice, but
had a
nice for you guys.
Well, I had some computer issues, and ended up having to buy a new computer. So
I'm
it's one of
sorry. That sucks.
But then
I'm
we-
not even on a computer right now. I'm on an iPad, so I get it. I broke my computer. Yeah, see, they all work just as good, honestly. I mean, John, yours probably looks the best of all. So
well,
yeah.
yeah.
I'll just say it. Yeah.
but- yeah, but it's pretty amazing what even just the phone can do.
It's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah,
It's true.
they have a
It
4K
looks better
camera.
than my iPad even. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I'm saying it's a world of self-creation. If you have a dream, you can go for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's okay. That's okay if it doesn't work, but at least you tried, right? So if this podcast at the end of the day is a total flop for me, hey, I gave some of you guys that wanted it already 30 episodes with 5 released, so 25 more ready to go, and we have about 25 more on our shooting schedule. So we're and what feels like an unstoppable machine right now, but it's only because I've stayed independent and I'm my own boss as of now until I can't afford to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be like tomorrow, basically. So I've been blessed to be able to put this podcast out, but it's kind of almost the oxymoron of it all. Is do I want a deal? Yeah, of course. I want a deal like everybody else, but not at the cost of me having to temper how I speak to my guests. I need to be able to be myself. I need to be able to I cuss a lot. I know it's not the classiest at all times, but it comes out, and I don't want to have to constantly be filtering myself, clipping myself, all of that. Even the people who have, I will say, didn't stab me in the back, like literally stabbed me in the fucking front. I've never dropped their tea. It's just not who I am. This isn't a tea podcast. It's not a celebrity gossip podcast. It's not even a nostalgic podcast, really. It's just like, you guys had some pretty cool friends in the 90s, and they're really cool people now. And not all of them stayed acting. Some of them went on and did some crazy stuff. I'm constantly in awe of my friends as adults. One of my friends, Allison Porter, she played Curly Sue. Iconic.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that movie, of course. And then she went on later on in life to win The Voice. She did Broadway in between. She did the revival of A Chorus Line. I mean, she's absolutely incredible. And she, her 5th studio album will be out, I think, September. Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
September 29th or something. She just had another single come out. Absolutely incredible. All self-produced, really. I mean, it just is. Dugout Dads. I mean, that is Pat Renna and my mutual friend of ours, Kyle Howard. And also another legendary actor from the 90s, Kyle. And wow, what a gift they just created to give back to the world. Marla, who's still one of my closest friends, been directing incredible Hallmark movies and beyond for years and years and years. A lot of people might not even know that. That they can go watch a Marla Sokoloff, bad girl from from Full House, but watch a movie she directed now, which is so cool. And then we hear some harder Hollywood stories, right? Like with what happened with Will and Ryder on Girl, and many, 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 many more stories that you guys haven't heard yet. But it's never tea. It's all just lived experience, because we really want to debunk the fact that, like, I mean, I had a fan DM me the other day and says, like, hey, it says you're worth between $1 and $10 million. I was like, track that money down and you can have 20% of it, because none of that is real. Like, none of us are worth those numbers. That's not real. Just so everyone knows, those numbers aren't real. So anyway, I'm now at this point I'm just rambling, but it is very special that you guys keep this kind of thing up. People need it. Big mental health crisis in the world. And sometimes people need to just go back to the 90s and watch their favorite show, or the 2000s and watch their favorite movie with, or John's favorite shows, whatever, let's do a Seinfeld one. I mean, I'll pop on for that episode and I'll enter the giveaway. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. John, we weren't too far off apart in what we were watching, I'm sure. I was a very mature young lady.
I watched all the same shows, guys. Come on.
But years after us, though. That's the thing. That's the only difference. At the same time?
I'm sure you're watching Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you were definitely not watching
Twin Peaks, but yeah.
No, you didn't watch the reboot till that shit came out on Showtime 5 years. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, I guess that would answer your question. Sure, I was watching Twin Peaks when everybody else was watching stuff that I didn't understand.
Well, like, I don't know how much we understood it really at our age, but
I don't know. I feel like I understood it very quickly, which is why he became my entire obsession my entire life. Down to I even manifested
kind of understanding the whole. I mean, I don't know if it's ever really been figured out.
I have to tell on myself. I didn't know it at the time. This is how I got into David Lynch. But I watched a little movie called. What did I watch? What do you think I watched? Fire Walk with Me.
Okay, yeah.
And I knew the whole fucking ending and the whole motherfucking plot line from the first movie, and I didn't care. And David Lynch is so brilliant that he can literally give away his entire plot to you, and you will watch the film like you've never even heard of who the man is before. Like, he's just a genius. But yeah, Twin Peaks, great show. There you go.
Well, sometimes I think a lot of people obsess over trying to figure out the meanings of his movies. Like,
I've never figured out Mulholland Drive. Me and Brian, we just went and saw that again recently at Cinespia, and I'm still lost. Lost Highway, I got that. I figured it out.
Well, sometimes
Mulholland Drive.
I don't think he may not even have one. I think he just likes to screw with people.
Right. Well, also, so there is, I found one and one only explanation about Mulholland Drive or what have you from David Lynch himself, and it said something like first they danced, then they cried, the rest is up to your imagination, basically, in very Lynch, very Lynch like. But I mean, oh my gosh, I really do have to get off the phone now. Get me talking about David Lynch, I'll be on here all night. But I think Mulholland Drive is a perfect example of he leaves so much allowance for you to include your own interpretation alongside his. And because he is the man that he is, and sadly now he's buried at Hollywood Forever. But beautifully, so those of his fans can go pay. I mean, I have very few people I'm fans of, where I'm I get rattled, and he's at the top of the list, the very top. Prince, and then him, and Stevie Nicks, then him.
I like everything. My least favorite though is Inland Empire.
I was just gonna say I hated Inland Empire. I did not like it. Yeah, there's other stuff of his I didn't like either. I didn't like I mean, this is very controversial. Get over it, everybody. I'm not a huge Eraserhead fan.
Oh, that movie's all right. Yeah.
My top David Lynch films are Blue Velvet, Wild at Heart, Lost Highway. That's my favorite film. Mulholland Drive, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk with Me. You know, there's so much. If there's any like
The
true
straight story is
artsy
like,
people in here, you know, that's a deep dive if you want a new director to explore. That's a
I bet you
That's
like
a
the
fun one.
soundtrack to Lost Highway.
the what?
Soundtrack?
Oh yeah, it's like my favorite soundtrack as a kid with the Smashing Pumpkins. They had their song "I" on that album. Yeah, and the film I did Wrath Mercy with Brian because that's Brian's favorite director as well, and very very much inspired by Lynch. And you'll see it all over the movie. I think it just got like distribution or something. I don't know. I'll check with him. There'll be a link somewhere at some point. Cool. All right, you guys. Well, I tried to stay as long as I can, but I really,
No,
really,
it's
really do
fine.
have to hop. And I appreciate you guys having me on. I hope I got everybody's questions.
Yeah, you did great. I apologize.
Awesome.
We're a little slow. We've had
No,
a lot of
you're
people
fine.
in now. We've just been a little slow tonight where we've come back.
No. It's
So.
yeah. It's
We'll have to have a David
no-
Lynch night, and we'll invite you on, and we'll just
There
talk
you
about
go.
other
Please
things.
do. I would
Yeah.
love that. Yes, that I could talk all night.
Instead of being the special guest, you could just be a part of the show, just in
Even
general.
better. Yes, just throw me in the background there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming on.
You're
And
of course.
I'm
Yes,
sorry, I'm talking
yes.
over Charlie a little bit, but can you kind of give us the links to your podcast and
Yeah.
all your
Sure.
everything?
Let me see.
Socials?
Let me see. I have a John. Her name is Chloe. So she's like the one who knows all of this kind of stuff. But I think I can do it too. Check it out. Okay. We have an Instagram. I'm not that old, Natanya. Get it together. We have an Instagram. It's just we're still here, comma, babe. That's where some people get thrown off. My personal Instagram is Natanya Ross. My TikTok is Natanya Ross. My podcast is TikTok is at we're still here, comma, babe. Same thing on Spotify. Spotify, something with our RS got fucked up, and so I pull up twice. It'll be very apparent which is the podcast page and which isn't. In fact, all 13 of you following, head on over to the other page, please. And then yeah, we're just on Spotify, Apple, Spotify, iTunes, Audible, YouTube, and like everything else. Anywhere else you get we're on iHeart, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.
Well,
Very
thank you.
Very nice.
Yes. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you so
yeah.
much for being on.
Yes, my pleasure.
All right, probably need to let Charlie do the outro a little bit for you. Sorry.
It's all good. No, but thank you for joining us tonight. Of course, talking a little bit about your experience as well as your, advocacy for mental health and things of that nature. And
Thank
you are
you.
always welcome back. And
Awesome.
if you have anything coming up, let the people know. And
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I think just as far as like an appearance or anything, the next one I have is 90s Con. So that's in I think less than 60 days ish now. Crazy. So yeah, we will see everybody there and we're excited. It'll be the first time full. I mean, that's disrespectful to say full cast, but it'll be the first time ever majority cast together. And
Okay.
it'll be Larissa's first time ever appearance, as well as Meredith and Darius, actually.
that's cool to hear. It's really cool to hear.
Yeah, and our first time ever doing anything together as adults. So,
That's awesome to hear.
no,
So
like a Comic-Con. I mean, we do a lot together
Yeah.
as adults, but like autograph signing. Yeah.
No, that's awesome to hear. Yeah, I hope everything goes well and that everybody, whether they seeing this now or later on, make sure that you go and see Natanya and see the cast.
And also, like, I know not everyone can make it, so we have a lot of merch that we sell. We can also mail out 8x10s if someone like really wanted that. just DM our podcast page, or you can try me, and we try to do our best to get that out as often as we can.
Mhm. Awesome. Thank you again.
Yeah, my pleasure. Have a good night, you guys. I know it's
You
very
too.
late there now, so I hope you get some rest.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
Charlie's on the west
Wait,
coast. I'm
I
in
keep
Kentucky, so
forgetting you're in, but
it's
you're
only
not
9
in
o'clock.
California.
It's only 9
Yeah,
o'clock. Oh, you're not in California?
No, I am, but I said, but you're not, so it's
No,
late
no,
for you.
it's just 9 o'clock.
Oh,
It's
that's not too
early.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Not too bad. But let me know when the David Lynch night is, and I will be back.
yes, definitely.
Absolutely.
Cool. Nice to meet you guys. It has to be a Lost Highway though, or I won't come. I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
Okay.
You can pick this time. You pick. I don't care.
Alrighty, thanks, Natanya. You have a good evening.
Great night, everybody. Bye. Have
See
a
ya.
good
Bye.
one. Bye. Do I just click the arrow out?
I can remove you if you want.
I feel bad. Wait.
All right.
Oh, right in the middle.
What was it?
Yeah. Good little ending, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Oh, do I just click?
Yeah. Well, I was wondering if she was wanting me to remove her or what. I mean, but it's no problem.
It's okay. I mean, I know most of us, we remove ourselves. I had a good time.
Yeah, everybody. I know this was kind of a different podcast. It's just me and Charlie this week. Everybody fucking dropped out on us. Well, except Mike. He had a surgery, so Mike had the only legit excuse.
Oh, Jody's is questionable.
Watch me say that. So, but
well,
I'm pretty sure Lauren said she was taking her dog to the vet last week, but
she did. Well, no, she had said that she was taking her dog this week, but yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no, had a good time. I don't know if you want to keep going for the next hour, or if you want to just go ahead and do the giveaway and just kind of.
I don't know. Is anybody in the chat? What do you guys want to talk about? Anything? I mean, we can probably wait till next week. I mean, I've got some pickups, but I'd rather kind of wait till everybody. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I wasn't really planning on showing anything this week, but
then don't worry about it. Yeah, we can wait for that next week. Yeah, if you want to. I don't know. Did you prepare a wheel or no?
Okay. Here, Movie Hunter said, so what did you pick up this week? Okay. If somebody, I've got about 8 movies here, but I'll just go through these if that's all right. If you guys want to hang out for a minute.
Go ahead. I don't have shit. I can't buy anything. That's my issue. Let me go put this away.
Yeah.
Grab my drink.
All right, everybody. Yeah, I'll just run through these real quick. I mean, there's probably nothing I really have here that anybody else has picked up. Some of these things are from a week or two ago, and some are from this week. So, the first up is I just bought the regular version of this because I have the nice umbrella set, but I did buy that Kill Bill the whole bloody affair. I just bought the regular 4K edition, which actually looks really nice, even though it is just a slipcase. It's a very
nice.
It's a pretty slick little case. I picked up from this week. I just got this in the day, but I did get this Talladega Nights Steelbook. It looks really nice. I really like this kind of.
I forgot that was getting a
polished aluminum or polished, and the picture on this is really well printed. I don't know. I'm sure Movie Hunter got this. It looks really nice. So.
Yeah, I just haven't really been able to buy a lot of things, just because of my current situation. But hopefully that changes soon. I mean, the closest is that Alex Mack thing that she had gifted me, and that's it.
Also picked up this is from last week, I think. I picked up that South Park Steelbook 4K.
Oh, nice.
I really like this. It's kind of simple, but it's it's really nice. It's got the black and then the back of it. I like that picture.
Got a gloss. Nice.
Yeah. It's kind of got the terracin feel.
Nice.
The worst thing about my lights, I don't pick up my lights. I pick up my screen. So you can see. Yeah, I really liked it. This was a pretty nice looking steelbook. I like that one. I got this. This came out. I think this came out this week. Yeah, this The People versus Larry Flint Arrow Video 4K.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, it's very nice looking. Seemed like this had something. Yeah, it's a pretty nice set. It's got 2 disc set, the 4K and Blu-ray. But I like that little booklet. I like that picture on the front of the booklet. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
Really nice.
that is.
I think almost. Well, yeah, I'll just finish. I picked up this. Well, this movie's pretty good. Soylent Green.
Okay.
I kept trying to look earlier. I forgot to look, and I can't remember what year this came out. It's like either early 70s or. Can somebody tell me that on here? I can't. It's for whatever reason they don't print that anymore on the back of these damn. 69 or 70, but yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I've seen it before, and I think it was more impactful when I seen it when I was younger, because it just kind of the whole meaning about it's kind of an environmental, the world's in kind of this environmental crisis, so everybody's pretty much just eating this eating like the Soylent Greens in it, but then they got different kinds, but it's just basically like being like a gerbil being fed pellets, it's just like this artificial food, more or less, just with all it has like all the nutrients you need. That's what plants crave. I picked this up as well.
Oh, I really want that one. It's funny because the moment I bought the Blu-ray, that got announced.
This is, I need to sit down and rewatch this because I haven't watched this in a long, long time. I bet it's been 20 years since I watched this, but it's a great movie.
Yeah,
I got a couple more here. Now, these were just, this is definitely something that's come out a while back, but they had like an umbrella 2 for, umbrella like buy one, get one free, actually. But I finally picked up this, just the regular Freaked. It's just the regular. It's not the special edition. It's just.
Where'd you get that one?
Okay. I think it's Umbrella. Is that who released this? Yeah, Umbrella.
Oh, dang. I really want that movie. I've been wanting that movie before it was even said that it was getting a 4K. I never had not a VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, nothing. Yeah. And I've been wanting it. Just always been
they had a special edition, and I just didn't really, at the time, I didn't really want it that bad. I just wanted the movie, but this is really nice because like Umbrella does a good job with their slip covers. But the something free that I got was this one, and I've really been wanting this. It's just the Blu-ray, as far as I know. It's the only way it's available. I might be wrong, but this is Cecil B. Demented, John Waters.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that, Charlie?
No, I have not.
This is a fun movie. This one, it's John Waters, so it's pretty crazy, but it's got Stephen Dorff, as you see in there, but it's got Melanie Griffith too. Basically, they're just like crazy avant-garde film crew, and they kidnap Melanie Griffith at the beginning. She's like a big A-list celebrity, and they kidnap her and they force her to be in their movie, their low budget movie. And she eventually kind of suffers from, what's it called? Stockholm syndrome, and kind of joins them and becomes part of them.
Yeah.
So it's a fun, it's a very fun movie. Is it the best ever? It's a John Waters movie, so you can take that if you want to.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, no, this was all I had. Basically, thanks to our guest, Natanya, she gifted me this. So this is basically the only current thing that's new, I guess you could say, out of everything I have. I've kind of already shown off, everything that was new on here. So that's the front. You got the back right here. And it's funny because as small as it is, it's actually 4 seasons. Because like disc one is the complete first season. And then when you go to disc two, it starts with the second season. And then disc three ends with it. And then starts season three. And then season three continues. And then that's when you have season 4 here and there. And that's the 4 years of the show, which is pretty cool. I thought that was cool how they did that. I'm like thinking, why don't they do that more often with certain releases? Because then it saves up space too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know really what it was with Boy Meets World, why I didn't really watch it. I can't really remember why I didn't. I'm trying to think. I guess I would have been in high school by then. I don't know really what I was watching. I probably was watching Seinfeld for sure, but I watched other things. It's not like I just watched Seinfeld, and then I probably did, but I don't know why I didn't watch that show in particular. It's kind of strange. I don't know. Because I know I remember some of it, but maybe the first season or so, but I don't remember beyond that.
Well, I just got confirmation right now from somebody who wants to join us next week.
Okay.
Steven, the director from what?
Who now?
Steven, the director of Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, okay. Okay. Very nice.
He just confirmed it right now as we were talking, because I had hit him up earlier. I didn't think he was going to answer me today, but I just said, hey, just wanted to touch base and see if you were still wanting to join us on the 12th, because that was his idea was the 12th. And so I noticed that we were about a week away, and I was like, oh, I should probably ask before it's too late, And so I did, and he got back right away. So confirmed. The director of Meet the Robinsons will be with us, Cult Collectors, next week. You guys should be here. I'm gonna have to confirm it with Jody. I don't remember if he ended up getting it or not. We were going to be doing a giveaway for a Blu-ray copy of Meet the Robinsons. So it's actually gotten pricier buying it brand new. Buying used, it's decent, but brand new, people are charging quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Gino said, I feel your pain, Charlie. I spent my bank on Sinister Cinema's $98 sale, 12. Why am I sounding like Daffy Duck right now? 12 titles for $98. A Steel may either do a, was it Donald or Daffy? It's Daffy. Either do a video on it. If John wants, I could come on here and show them all. Yeah, we'd love you to, but can you wait for the week after? Because it looks like we're going to have a guest next week, but we definitely would like you to come on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just if you're in touch with John, or if it's me, or if it's Jody, just hit one of us up, and we'll pencil you in. I mean, because it's usually up in the air. Our guests kind of come last minute. If you really think about it, sometimes we get lucky about a few days before or a week before. It just depends. But yeah, just keep connected with us.
Well, yeah, Gino is a friend of the show. He's been on before. He's been on the show before a couple times, and he's friends with me and Mike and well, I'm now, but me and Mike and Jody. So yeah, so
maybe he can join us for one of the episodes where we have a guest on, like somebody else, and he can be a part of that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Adam Marcus, I hit him up today too. The director, Jason Goes to Hell. I hit him up today, so I'm waiting on him to get back to me because he did say August. would be more free for him. So I'm wondering, like, if he wants to do the week after or the end of the month kind of thing.
Okay. Very nice. Oh, let's see what Movie Hunter said. Anime Steelbook pre-order. Kaiju number 8, get one. That's cool. I have it already on Blu-ray, so I don't know if I might look into that. That's a really fun show. That's a good show. It just dropped to $25 today.
Mm-hmm.
Or the 70th. Just dropped the $25. I hit that button so fast. Okay. Very nice. Yeah.
And if anybody cares to, and I'm only throwing it out there this one time because normally I don't even say this on here, but I don't know if John does either, but I know Jody does from Stills Racing 4Ks. If you click on their links in their bio, same with me, you can click my link on my bio on Instagram or TikTok, but it's probably easier through Instagram. But I have a wish list that's, Amazon based, of course. I hear some other places do the same thing, but I've only known Amazon. But yeah, if you ever want to support, and I put that in quotations because there's no obligation required, of course. That's just if you're like, hey, just thinking of you, wanted to gift you something. That's all. And like and subscribe to Cult of Collectors. That's another thing you guys have to do if you haven't done so.
Oh yeah, that is a good deal on that Steelbook. I think I will pre-order that. Not till October. I have spent too much money myself because unfortunately I had to get this computer, but I didn't buy it straight out. I unfortunately was in a situation where I could finance it.
Oh, okay.
I do that a whole lot to keep my credit going. As long as it's 0% interest, I don't pay for stuff on credit card. Nothing like this. Credit card debt's credit card will get you. Like, people don't understand, they put too much on their credit card, and it's 28%, 25% interest, whatever it is, whatever you have, and it'll eat you alive. You'll never pay it off.
Well, yeah, I've had to learn that the hard way. So did you end up making a Wheel of Death, or we do?
Yes.
Doing?
Yes. Yeah, I sure do. I'm making sure about it. I'm pretty sure. Well, we'll let's see here. Oh, you never got to see it. Yeah, that's a good one. Guess next week. Not for me. Oh, okay. I just got a new phone today, so hopefully there won't be any tech issues. Nice. But it sounds like you have a lot of folks lined up in the moment. We'll get you on soon. Probably the week after next. We'll do our best. We'll just have to see what's going on. I mean, we'll get you on regardless, even if
Yeah,
with
exactly.
next week's guest, he's kind of he'll probably be a big guest, so probably not. But if we have somebody else, somebody a minor guest on, we'll have you on like that. I like Gino a lot. He's very knowledgeable of the things that he movies in general, but he's very knowledgeable of the kind of things. Gino's really into the old movies, silent era.
Okay.
Westerns and a lot of things, but he's really like pre-1950s. He's really on it. So he's very interesting, a very good storyteller. So
okay,
yeah,
that's cool. So how many people do we have on the Wheel of Death?
We have 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. So because I guess we're barely getting back on and stuff, it's gonna be, yeah, that makes sense.
Really, the watchers though haven't been terrible throughout the night. They've been below, obviously. Well, and two, we haven't really had a physical media show so much tonight, so we didn't really have a so.
Yeah.
And but I like having different guests like that. So I thought she was an excellent guest. It's like Diane Franklin, people like that. I think, yeah, I enjoy having different types of people on because it can eventually bring different people to your.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah. Yeah, we can go ahead and do the spin the wheel here.
Alrighty.
And had a few people over on Instagram It's pretty good. Sometimes it's busier, but nobody ever comments over there. I forgot to put in there if you want to be, but some of our other regulars were over on my Instagram. So
Jody's usually pretty good on the giveaway stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of yeah. It's funny. I'm more the question person. He's more the giveaway person. You're more the producer tech person. Lauren and Mike, they're there to ask additional questions, things that I may not even think of and whatnot. But yeah, everybody plays a role.
Well, I tried to pick through the questions because like I was like you, we did pick a lot of questions from Chat GPT, and they're kind of specific. And I wouldn't actually, Gino, the question I didn't mind to bring it up. If we'd have had more time, I would have not mind, I wouldn't have cared about that question. But we had such a short amount of time. I didn't really want to hit her with that type of question. But you did, and that's fine because so I didn't have to bear the brunt of that. Because I asked Diane Franklin that almost that same question, and Diane co-starred with
Dan
Snyder, yeah. And
And
she
the thing is,
she kind of got a little bit squirrely in her seat about that question. Yeah.
well, the thing is that Diane's experience was actually a good experience with him. That's why she didn't really want to talk about it, because her experience is different from what everybody else experienced. And so it wouldn't be fair to those people, to herself, to kind of just put herself in there, and talk about what she is not really aware of when she's had a good experience. So that's why she didn't really talk.
Well, that's what I was saying to her earlier. Like when she was like all that, there wasn't a lot of controversy around all that. As far as I remember, it kind of didn't happen until after the Amanda show and like what was the? I'm sorry, I didn't watch any of those shows except I went back and watched the Amanda show because she was Amanda Bynes was actually pretty talented and it was funny. But,
oh no, I like Amanda Bynes. She was actually one of my favorites because I think her and I are pretty much dead on for age. I could be wrong, but yeah, I liked her very much. And I did see iCarly, I did see Drake and Josh and those shows only because my nephews, my nieces, they were fans of the show, and so you kind of get forced to watch it. But they weren't like say horrible, but then again, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and that's what she was getting at.
Yeah. Well, what I was getting at is I know that when I know at one time that Amanda Bynes, she had problems with her parents. Like she was having problems with her parents, and actually Dan Snyder took her in, and she was like good friends with him. But I don't know that if anything happened in that. Nothing's really ever been applied, but she's definitely screwed up. But she may have done that herself by doing drugs too. Because if you see her nowadays, then she's pretty screwed up. So I don't know.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, yes, I feel bad for Amanda, but she's as at peace as she can be right now, and got to respect her for it. And I wish her well. I really do. And I'm sorry for the heartache and hardship that she's gone through, because everybody has a story. It's just everybody's story can be far from what other people think, and so all we can do is just hope for the best for them. That's all we really can do.
All right, everybody, you guys want to do this?
Yeah, let's go
do this spin, and then we'll get out of here tonight. Make it a little short evening for you guys.
Yeah.
Should be back in full force. Mike said he would be. He said his surgery was all right. It went all right, I guess.
Well, that's good to hear.
I forgot to pre-share everything, so I'm getting it set up.
No, you're fine. I noticed Lauren wasn't too active to say anything, so. But then again, she tries to stay busy too. So.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Drop this. There we go. All right, everybody. We'll have a short wheel tonight, but no problem. If you guys, I have the possession of the movie, so you'll have to get on Instagram and send me your address or whatever, whoever wins. And I'll give that out after we get finished here. So here we go. Let's get started. Sorry about the no sound on here.
Pope, who is it?
Damn it. Stacy I don't think she's ever won one of ours.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
Making sure. Okay.
It'll happen, Stacy. It'll happen. Oh. Who's that?
I think that's sorry, I forgot to change it. We do an elimination wheel too, but everybody here been here. I don't know what I'm saying. Everybody's been here. No, they know how it works. So that was I'm sorry. Is I Am Goose? Is that and who is which one is
I Am Goose was Wyatt.
Wyatt. Okay. Sorry, I don't know. Gino, damn it. Eliminated. We're down to Chris and Movie Hunter.
All righty. Good luck, you two. Ooh.
Up, Movie Hunter. You struck again. That was a short wheel.
Chris gets pretty close, on these wheels too lately. Chris, because you said it was down to Chris and Movie Hunter. Yeah. Chris himself, gets pretty far in our wheel of death too.
Yeah.
So Movie Hunter, congratulations, man. Just message John, Bewitched Collector, on Instagram, or if you follow him on TikTok, just message him and give him your address and he'll get that out to you as soon as he can. But everybody, thanks for joining us this evening. I know that it was just me and John tonight, but you know what? We'll be back in full force next week. We'll have Jody, we'll have Mike back, we'll have our special guest, Steven, the director of Meet the Robinsons. So just stay tuned, and John, go ahead, let them know what you're up to and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm finally getting back to putting some videos up on TikTok and pretty much all I'm doing, and I'll post a little bit of stuff over on Instagram. I need to start taking my TikToks and the shorts and putting them on YouTube more regular. I need to, because they're formatted in the right length. So, but sometimes I'm putting stuff on YouTube. I probably won't do anything serious on YouTube until we get to the point where I can kind of quit putting I might be able to do it now, but quit streaming this show on there because all that live chats, all the live stuff messes up your algorithm bad. But yeah, just on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, Bewitched Collector, and yep, that's about it.
And of course, I'm Charlie, Raging Entertainment. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Technically, you can find me on Facebook and X for that matter. But my X I barely use, honestly. I mainly just look at what's coming out, what's announced that's coming to 4K, things of that nature. But yeah, everybody, have a good evening. John.
I was going to say, make sure if you guys, anybody watching that's not already in here, make sure you subscribe over on the Cult of Collectors YouTube page. Yeah. And there's actually a Cult of Collectors TikTok, and I'm working on finally getting the shorts to start putting up there. I've got a lot of the stuff downloaded. I'm working on it. I just haven't done it yet because of the computer issue. So we'll start having that stuff up. And
let me know when you have it up, unless you already have it up and I just need to find it.
Yeah, it's been up for a long while, but it should be just Cult of Collectors. Should be able to look for it, but I haven't posted anything yet. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us this evening. And that was a slow evening, but we had a good guest, and I really like it. I really liked our guest. So
of course,
I guess I'll see you guys later.
Me and you guys have a good evening. Yeah. See you.